Hey guys, CharrChan here, and today's video we are in a different place. We're on my bed. I have taken the sheets back so we have a nicer white sheet. But today we are looking at my Whimsy collection. Now I just counted these, I have 70 of them. 70! So let's just start looking at them and I'll talk a bit about them as I go through them. So, in no particular order, let's start looking. So here we have a dinosaur, it's out of focus. I have a double of this one, let me find it. I have them all set here next to me. So, there. I was reorganising my cabinet. I just got a new Yu-Gi-Oh figure, which is Atem. So I need to put him on the same shelf as the others, which is also the Whimsy shelf. So yes, I do have two of this one. This particular one, well, I'm not sure which one it was, but I did drop one of these, and it was fine. This is fine. None of these are chipped. These are both in great condition, I think. But it did chip one of my other ornaments. These are like little bullets. They do not chip. Well, they do chip, but this one didn't. You can drop them and they are fine. Another one that did get dropped is the snail. The snail got dropped once. My exposure's a bit low. There we go. The snail got dropped once by the person I was buying it from in the charity shop. He dropped it, and I was like, oh, do not worry, they are like little bullets, they do not chip very easily. But saying that, some of them are quite badly chipped, such as this corgi here. I need a second corgi because this one is really badly chipped, so I would like to get another corgi when I do eventually see one. I don't buy these online or anything, I just buy them when I see them in charity shops, antique shops. A bit of background about Whimsies. They started around, I think it was 1940? I'm going to put it on screen now. My mum used to have a few when she was little, and then I, got her collection, she gave them to me, and then I started collecting them as well. I like the zebra. The zebra is one of my personal favourites. I just like the stripes. You don't tend to see them very often with the stripes, I've noticed. I imagine it was hand painted. Or maybe it's not. Maybe the stripes are part of the mould. Anyway, you don't tend to see them with the stripes quite as pronounced as this one, I find. So there's my zebra. So they started around 1940. You got them in little boxes. They might have been like a blind box kind of thing, the original blind box. They did tons of different lines. I couldn't tell you what was in each line. I can tell you which ones kind of came in the same era or in the same set as each other. These two look like they were in the same set. These are not in brilliant condition. These ones are old and they are quite badly chipped. I feel like these two are in the same set. I might be wrong though. Anyway, some of them don't say Wade. I'm pretty sure that this is a Whimsy, a very early one. Maybe, I could be completely wrong. But these were sold as Whimsies. Whether or not they are, let me know. I believe that they are, but I could be wrong. So, there's those two. I do mostly find them in charity shops. Now, charity shops should be cheap in my opinion. I mean, the second-hand items, usually in varying degrees of how nice they are. But recently, charity shops have been picking up that Whimsies are quite collectible. And I think the most I've paid for a Whimsy is £4.50 or something. That's not true actually, it was £4.50 per Whimsy. I could buy the set of however many it was for £16, and it was cheaper to buy the set than it was the few that I wanted. So what I got in a set was definitely this lion was in there. I love the lion, I'm very happy that I got him. But not a lion, he's a tiger. Wow, he's a saber-toothed tiger. Oopsie. I love this one, I just love the cartoonish look of it. When I reorganise my cabinet, he's going to be at the front. Also in that set from the charity shop, I got this bear, I think. And I can't actually remember what else it was. Maybe this lion, I think. So yeah. As you can see, some of mine are quite chipped, but some of them are in pretty good shape. I mean, for how old they are. I mean, they're not ancient, but for how old they are, and considering that people tend to be quite rough with them, I think children used to collect them, so, you know, they get chipped quite a lot, so they're in pretty good shape, most of these. This one, along with the cow, the little corgi here, and the snail, when I got these, I found them in the charity shop and I talked to the cashier for ages, because I mentioned that I keep my Wade Whimsies on my Yu-Gi-Oh shelf in my cabinet, and he was like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. So we talked about Yu-Gi-Oh and Wade Whimsies for ages, because I was telling them like what the Wade Whimsies were, because they didn't really know. I mean, it's not like common knowledge, is it? This video is probably going to do quite badly, because no one's searching for Wade Whimsy videos. I believe this is a Flintstones collaboration, Dino. I do have a second one of him. There he is. I don't know how I ended up with two. I must have bought them in... Oh no, I bought one in the charity shop set that was cheaper to buy the set than it was the individual Whimsies. So I do have doubles of quite a few. Here's one of my personal favourites, an I've had this one since I was a child. He's got one chip, but I did manage to repair one of the chips he had, because I had the little bit that had chipped off. Whether or not I chipped it or someone else did, I don't know. But, you know, he's not too bad shape. He's cute, I like him. One I got recently is this gorilla. He is a little bit chipped, but not terribly, he's just a little bit. I don't know what set he came with. He's quite large as well, he's a big gorilla. When I got the gorilla, I also got this kitten and this puppy and this nursery rhyme Wade Whimsy from the nursery rhyme set of Hickory Dickory Dock with the mouse running up the clock. I got these four in a little antique shop that's kind of local, and the lady, this one was like £1 I think, or £2 or something. No, it was like £1. And then the lady said, oh, you like Wade Whimsy, because I'm talking about the Wade Whimsies. She had some other fairy tale ones, but I don't like the ones of the people. I don't like the people Wade Whimsies, so I only collect the animals. So she was like, oh, you like Wade Whimsies? I've got these chipped ones that I don't like to put out because they're chipped. And she was like, I'll sell you them if you want. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take them. So I picked the ones that I didn't have, and she sold me them, and she sold me them at a discount, which was nice. I will be going back to the antique shop because there were lots of things in there that I was like, ooh, I like that. Another one of my favourites is the boar. I love the wild boar. I think it's really nice. One of my taxidermy goals is to own a taxidermied boar head and put it on my wall. I've got my jaguar head, but it's a bit different, isn't it? A little, I want to say it's a bear. I'm never really sure what animal this is. I think it's meant to be a bear cub, but it doesn't really look like one. I do have a double of the tiger, I think. Do I? Maybe I don't. No, I do. There it is. I have a double of the tiger. I don't mind, because sometimes when you have doubles, you can kind of display them like a symmetrical layout. And oftentimes my doubles, I'll have a chipped one. This one's a bit chipped, and then one that isn't chipped, which is nice. Another one I've got doubles of is the lions on the circus lines. These are from the circus set. I don't know a lot about the sets of Wade Whimsies and what came with what. I do know a little bit, but just a little bit. There is a video on it, which I'll link down below if you want to go and watch the video on Wade Whimsies and what goes together, because I did watch that a while back. So there are sets that go together. I'm not sure if the hippo was in the circus set. It might have been. I have two hippos, one quite badly chipped, and then one who is not chipped. So, there we go. I do have the little dog. This one's quite cute. I like this one a lot, it's very cute. Such a dog. I have a few dogs. One dog that I had been searching for because I saw it once and didn't buy it because there was like a bunch. And I decided to, you know, restrain myself. And I didn't buy the dog the first time I saw it, but I did find it the other week. So here's the dog, or the Labrador. I really like this one. Another one I have doubles of is the giraffe. One belonged to my mum when she was little, and then I found another one recently. I don't know why or how I managed to get 2 of these, but here we are. I do also have 2 otters. One I got in a charity shop for like £1, and then the other one I also bought in a charity shop for £1 because I didn't realise I already had an otter. I mean, I've got 70 of these things, and it's not like there's a database where I can collect them all and double check it, so, you know, sometimes there's a bit of a mix-up and I buy 2. This one's chipped. This is the second one I bought that's chipped. The first one I bought is this one, which is in nice condition. But, you know, the thing is, they do have different colours to them, so it's not the end of the world that they own 2. And I can, you know, sell them or give them away if I really want to, but I do like having doubles for some reason. I think it's nice. Another one I like is the raccoon. I'd never seen the raccoon before. Well, for most of them I hadn't seen before, and then I see them for the first time and I buy them. Here's the raccoon. He's kind of cute. I think I only have 1 fox. I'm not sure if they made any more. I'm pretty sure they have made some other fox. This is like a fox cub, so there will be an adult fox somewhere out there. They do make the same animals in different poses sometimes, so we have like a rabbit and then another rabbit. This one looks very Eastery, like an Easter aesthetic, I think. A bit more cartoonish than this one. So 2 different rabbits. We have an owl. Not much to say about the owl. I'm going to very much struggle to get all of these back in the cabinet alongside my 4 Yu-Gi-Oh figures now. The poodle, my poodle's got a chip in him. I did see another poodle at the antique shop where I got the nursery rhyme one and the gorilla and stuff, but I didn't buy it because, you know, I'm not too bothered about this one being chipped. You can't really tell. You display it from one side, you don't tell. So that's fine. I have a kangaroo. We're almost at the end. We just have a few more to go through and then it's the end of the video. I'm not really sure what to talk about either. Let's do the kind of seals and the walrus next. So we have a walrus and a seal and another seal. Or maybe there's like a baby seal, like a seal pup. That's the adult seal. The walrus is... I was in the charity shop, of course. This is the only place I buy these. I bought the squirrel because I saw there was a squirrel and a walrus, and I went, oh, I don't have a squirrel, but I do have a walrus. Got home and I was like, oh, I don't have a walrus. But the next day my mum was in the town where the same charity shop was, and she popped in and was like, oh, Wade Whimsy, so she bought it. And I was like, oh, that's fortunate because I needed him. So yes, do I have 2 squirrels? I feel like I had 2 squirrels, but apparently not. Anyway, whatever. Here's an animal that I don't know what it is. I think it might be a mouse of some description, but I'm not really sure. Here we have a leopard or a jaguar. A leopard or a jaguar. Or maybe it's a cheetah. Nah, it's probably a leopard or a jaguar. Then we have a chimpanzee. A stoat, or is it a weasel? I'm not really sure. A fish. I'm not really a big fan of the fish one, but I do have it. A little monkey. I see the monkeys around quite a bit. I see them in different colours as well, but I don't tend to buy them because I know I've got a monkey. It's interesting how he's on a branch as well. They don't tend to have like extra things like this. They tend to be like on a bit of grass most of the time, but not so much a big stick. Well, I guess the lion is on like a plinth. But anyway. We have a buffalo. He is missing a bit of his horn. His horn's still on, that's chipped a bit. Maybe we'll put some paint on that. We have a mole. I think I got the mole in a basket of Whimsies in a charity shop that was being sold for like £7 or something, so yeah. I always think that this is a tanuki, but it might be some kind of fox. I'm not really sure. I really like the duck. The duck's very cute. Look at it. Oh. Let's switch things up and look at some more modern ones. Well, not modern, but newer than what's behind here. So anything with this kind of Wade logo is a bit newer. So we have a frog. A turtle. which also has the newer Wade logo on. And a hedgehog. I've had the hedgehog for a while, but I never really realised that it was from the same... I guess these might be maybe garden creatures or something. I don't know what set it would be from. But yeah, there's a hedgehog. Then we have a hare, a deer. When I bought the deer, it was also being sold alongside this, which is not a Wade Whimsy. But people who don't know would obviously just assume that it was. But anyway, I bought it anyway because it was cute. And then we have a horse. One last Wade Whimsy I have is the Golden Eagle. This one is considered a rare Wade Whimsy. It was being sold for £10 in the charity shop in the cabinet. It's in great condition, there's no chips that I can see. Yes, I have the rare Golden Eagle. My mum bought me this one as a gift, so that's how I have it. I wasn't going to buy it for £10, but my mum was like, I'll buy you it. I was like, thank you. Because I don't normally like to spend more than £3 to £5 per Wade Whimsy. I'll make exceptions if it's really cool, maybe I would have bought this. I could have been talked into it. But yes, here are my 70 Wade Whimsies. Something that I thought was a Whimsy, or at least Wade when I bought it, were these dragons. They don't appear to be Wade, but if you know what manufacturer or company they are made by, I think they might be Wade. They don't say Wade on them, they don't have any information on them at all. So there's number 84 there, and that is not legible as anything. So, or maybe it's the letter B. That's the letter B actually. So if 84 and B mean anything, then let me know. I like my dragons. I display them with my Seto Kaiba Pop-Up Parade. Let me quickly show you my 4 extra Wade items. So some extra Wade things are this log. It's a trinket tray. I keep rocks in it. Here are some shiny rocks that I keep in my Wade log. Let's flip it up. You can see it says Wade England on the bottom. I recognised it as a Wade product instantly upon seeing it on the shelf, and I just kind of impulse bought it. It was like £2. So I was like, obviously these purchases have been spread out over many years, let me state that, many years, to collect 70 Wade Whimsies, plus a little dog in a basket, which was actually bundled with a few of these in a charity shop one time. So was this was in the same bundle as the other dog. And then a second other dog, which I bought before I got the other one of the same thing. So yes, those are all of my Wade items, but mostly Whimsies because that's what I actually collect. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing 70 Wade Whimsies. The collection will be growing. I mean, there's hundreds of these things, but I don't intend to collect every single one. I just like to collect them when I see them. So please do not hit the like button, as that probably hurts, it's not very nice, so maybe shake his hand instead. With that being said, I have to go and reshuffle my cabinet to fit 70 Wade Whimsies in it, plus 4 big Yu-Gi-Oh figures. I'm gonna go do that now. Thanks for watching, bye!